taking and have been taking the big leap, a quantum leap, if you will, into a fuller expression of the divine that we are, a greater experience of connection, abundance, creativity, love, peace, and all of that incredible good, and a life that is just easier. Take a breath on that. A life that is easier, that flows, yes. And we've been having the most glorious time with this topic from the book, The Big Leap, Conquering Your Hidden Fears and Taking Life to the Next Level, which is by Gay Hendricks. And we have been exploring that leap and the ULP, if you were here last week, ULP, which we'll talk about. And if you haven't been here, we can bring you up to speed. We can't give you everything, but we can bring you up to speed with a brief overview. Long before you incarnated, you made a handshake deal. You did with the universe. You were coming into this incarnation to live what Gay Hendricks describes as your zone of genius. It is the zone where you have a sense of purposeful joy, where what you do doesn't feel like work, where the times feel different. Time itself feels different. It doesn't fly by, it flows. And everything that you would like to get done is done in ease and under grace. And where you are a blessing to the world with your unique talents. And each and every one of us has unique talents. And we're going to discover that today if you don't already know. But somewhere along the line, an inner thermostat was set. And this inner thermostat is what determines how much abundance, joy, creativity, etc. that we allow into our lives. Some of us set that thermostat pretty low. Hendricks calls this the upper limit problem. ULP, right? Upper limit problem. Well, we are exceeding our settings, going beyond that which we believe. We tend to sometimes sabotage ourselves, even when we think we're doing everything right. It's an unconscious, usually, act. But then when you become conscious of it, you become aware that you are, once again, self-sabotaging. And we don't want to do that. Last week, we looked at 4 hidden barriers that keep us from expanding into our zone of genius. Because we believe that there is something fundamentally wrong with us. Because we believe it would cause us to be disloyal to our roots and leave people behind. Because we believe that we would outshine blank and make him or her look bad, and or we examined all of these. Because we believe we will be an even bigger burden than we are now. And no one is a burden, but sometimes people believe they're a burden. If you want to get more detail about all of those steps and more into this big leap, read the book by Gay Hendricks, The Big Leap. Because it is your divine right. It is your divine right, your divine destiny to dismantle them. It is your divine right and your divine destiny to live from and in your genius. We're all geniuses. You did know that, right? Each and every one here is a genius. You are. No one else like you in the world, on this planet, anywhere. You deserve to be here, and the world needs you to be here. And even though each of these barriers that look and feel absolutely true and real, they're not true and real. They are simply beliefs that we had formed many years ago, and most of them are in operation, and we're not even aware of it, but they keep our thermostat low. None of it's real. None of it's true. You get to make it up as you go along. And that is where we have been for the past, this is our third week. And where are we going? Today we are going to build a bridge to your zone of genius. Hendricks writes this: in coaching people to discover their geniuses, I found that it's essential to begin with a commitment to live in your zone of genius. Your commitment must come before, and you know how to make good on it. He is telling us that when we commit to using and discovering sometimes those gifts and talents that make us who we are, but we don't use them. We make a commitment to use them. We're going to do that today. And I love these thoughts. I use this a lot because I love it so much. And it's by W.H. Murray, his book, The Scottish Himalayan Expedition, personalized. So, until I am committed, there is a chance to draw back, always in effectiveness, concentrating all acts of initiative. There is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless of my ideas and splendid plans. The moment I definitely commit myself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occurred to help me that would not otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issued from my decision, raising in my favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which I could never have dreamed would come my way. Whatever I can do or dream, I can. I now begin it. Boldness has genius, magic, and power to it. One of my favorites. I love that. The entry gate to our zone of genius, according to Hendricks, is to make a commitment to live there. Remember that even before you know how to do it, you just make the commitment. You'll receive guidance. We always receive guidance when we are open and receptive to it. That guidance just flows through us, but we must follow it. We must follow it. And here is your commitment statement. I'm going to say it first, and I want you to repeat it quietly to yourself, okay? Until you can really feel it. So it's, I am committed to living in my genius zone now and forever. So say it quietly to yourself. I am committed to live in my genius zone now and forever. I am committed to live in my genius zone now and forever. When you speak from your heart, it becomes a formal contract between you and the universe, because you're all the same. You are the universe. By doing that, you have passed through the entry gate. So that's the magic statement. You've opened the gate. Now you can build a bridge into your zone by asking 4 powerful, illuminating questions. I know that people are feeling a mounting pressure to get back on track with their lives. I believe that that sense of urgency is your internal call to live from your zone of genius. It wants to express through us. We stifle it, but we're not going to stifle it any longer. Hendricks writes that he has seen this pressure disappear with miraculous speed when people open up to wondering about their true genius. If you are feeling any of that pressure, you are in the perfect place right now. This is the place to be. I don't expect you to answer all of these questions right here, right now. That for you to do in your free time as well as here right now. They will take some reflection, but I want to start it. I want us all to start to contemplate this throughout the week ahead. So here they are. We'll look briefly at the first three, and then we'll spend a little bit more time on the fourth. So the first question, and by the way, you don't have to look. These are all in your bulletin. So I figure no one's going to remember them all. So you can work on them at home if you choose. If you want to move into your zone of genius, living full out, full life. Yeah. What do I most love to do? That's the first question. And said another way, what do I enjoy so much that I can do it for long stretches of time without getting tired or bored? Your genius is connected to what you love most to do. It's connected there. Where you totally enjoy yourself, time and space just disappear. Now let's take the question, what do I most love to do? And direct it to something more specific. What do I most love to do? Said another way, what do I enjoy so much that I can do it for long stretches of time without getting tired or bored? When you are doing this certain thing, you are at your very happiest. You're just so in the moment, just in the moment. When you're doing it, you think, this is why I do the work I do. It could also be an activity that you completely love doing. Remember, what you focus on grows, we all know that. So if you're in that zone of doing something that you absolutely love, then you are focusing your full attention. You're giving it more power. So the second question, in my work or activities, whatever you want to call it, what produces the highest ratio of abundance and satisfaction in the amount of time spent? There is some essential aspect of the work that you do in the world that produces the greatest payoff for you. Perhaps it's connecting with, if you're working, your staff or customers in a certain kind of way. Or it's picking up the phone and having a certain kind of conversation with someone on the other end that maybe you've neglected to call. Whatever it is, find it and put the highest priority, this is the commitment part, the highest priority on doing some of it every day. In fact, it is something that it should have your highest priority. Perhaps it means to do it first. Find the good in your gifts and focus on them. And they are gifts. Whether it's just having conversations with people you don't know and just loving it like I do. I talk to everyone. As well, certain people know. Wherever I go, I have to talk to people. And I'm not annoying, you know. But, you know, some people are very annoying. They just don't know when to stop. But like, you know, something funny that just comes out of my mouth that I don't plan it. And it makes me feel good. It's one of my talents, one of my gifts. And it makes them feel good because they smile. And then I walk away. So I don't want to annoy people. Okay. It takes a certain kind of dedication, though, to constantly, share your gifts and your talents, whatever they may be. Hendricks writes about the importance of setting priorities and really knowing what's important to you. What's really important to you? Because you've got this one life that we know of right now in this three-dimensional realm that we're in. And there's so much more, but live it full out. Live it full out. And it's important to put things in the order of your importance. You might have to shift things around, and your ULP, your upper limit problem, might really flare up when you step out of that comfort zone and do something that you really want to do, but you're not comfortable doing it. So you draw back and stay in that old familiar, and that old familiar doesn't serve you anymore, but it's comfortable. Might not be the best thing on earth, but it's comfortable, you know it. Time to ditch that and go forward in our lives and experience something that we might not have experienced before, because that is where your zone of genius resides. Now take a deep breath, because the fourth genius question asks you to think of who you are in the most unusual terms. It asks you to identify a unique and priceless gift that you carry within yourself. Your exploration of this aspect of yourself is not about self-flattery or ego. It is a clear-eyed look, a deep look at the innermost quality, with the intention of applying that quality to your own life and the lives of others, and they become more valuable. Everything you do becomes more valuable. So here's the question. This is the question. What is my unique ability? There is a special skill that I'm gifted with. This unique ability, fully realized and put to work, can provide enormous benefits to me and to everyone that I come in contact with. If you only knew your capacities, your talents, your gifts, etc. If you only knew them, you'd be so amazed, blown away. Just, there's so much within us that we have stifled for all those other reasons. We're not good enough, we're not worthy enough. All that chatter that we hear. We are in search of the deepest essentials here. If you look into the essence of who you really are at the deepest level, you will find that unique gift you've been blessed with. And that gift is really needed on this planet. It's really needed. It's always been needed, but it's really needed now. That gift is your greatest contribution to your life, work and non-work. The ability is not unique to the whole world. Millions of people have this ability that you have, but only you can express it as you. No one else can express that ability as you. Only you can do that. That's why we're unique, each one. And do you know what your unique ability is? Some of you might, some of you might not. You may have discovered it already, but if you haven't, here's a way to find it. Now, you've seen those Russian dolls. I've always liked them. There's the big nesting doll, and you take one out, and there's a smaller one inside, and you open that one up, and there's an even smaller one. Using that image, that's the image. Think of your unique ability as a skill within a skill within a skill. Your unique ability is usually camouflaged inside a larger skill. So we have this big skill. If we keep on going, we'll find all those other ones till we get to that gem of who we truly are. This is what is driving your success in applying that larger skill, is that quantum, this tiniest skill within us that wants to come forth. Now, focus on the first doll, then focus on that first. So this is the larger skill within which is hidden your unique gift. I'm at my best when and let that statement resonate. Resonate in your mind a few times. I'm at my best when, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you saying? Discover what comes up for you. This is for the week ahead to do these things. Discover what comes up for you. And then get a good general statement of what you'll be doing when you feel that you're at your best. I feel really good because I'm at my best right now. I encourage you to do this and to ask you when you're alone and to ask yourself questions, these questions. And once you've got that statement, go a little deeper. Use a statement like, I'm at my best. The exact thing I am doing is, and go for a more detailed description of it. And then go even deeper with a sentence like this. When I'm doing that, the thing I love most about it is, and blank, fill that blank in. You'll be able to know you're getting closer to your unique ability when you feel an inner glow of wonder and excitement. You can feel that excitement welling up within you. You're getting pretty darn close to it. And here's what completing those 4 statements looks like for me right now. I'm at my best when I'm at Sunday service. So this is me at my best, everyone. This is me at my best with this because I love being with this beautiful community. Absolutely loving it. I'm at my best when I'm facilitating a class because I'm still with all these beautiful souls and it uplifts me and I feel the joy, the excitement, the love. I feel it. When I'm at my best, the next question, the exact thing I'm doing is sharing authentically and joyfully who I really am. Because we're all so unique and so incredible. And deepening into these awesome, powerful principles that are taught by Science of Mind, New Thought. These principles are so I don't say life-altering, but they feel like the absolute truth, and what a great alternative we have, each and every one of us, than living in the mundane and living in fear and just watching news and listening to all that chitter-chatter that's going on in the world and get so sucked up into it that we forget that we are so much more than this. This is just our earthly experience. We are so much more. That makes me happy. When I'm doing that, the thing I love most about it is connecting on a soul level. I like to think that we all connect on a very deep level. It's not a surface level. It is a deep soul level. And having meaningful dialogue, like we do downstairs at fellowship. My goodness, that is so much fun. It's just like a bunch of people, some food, and great conversation. To me, life doesn't get much better than that. It truly doesn't. Having joy in what you do. Yours might be different. And this takes me full circle back to spending time with those I love in a joyful community. And enjoying meaningful interactions and connections. I love it. I do. I think most of you do too. That's why you come here. You are here to unleash your genius, your gifts, your talents, your visions. That's what you're here to do. This is stepping into your zone of genius. And this world is so blessed by each and every one of us when we do that, when we share our authentic selves. And we move into that zone of genius, first by committing to living it and allowing Providence to move in our favor. And then by asking 4 questions, which you have in your bulletin, and being ready to make discoveries that are absolutely amazing about ourselves and living them out, making that commitment. Now is the time to do this, because there isn't any other time, we know this. Now is the time to do this. Don't wait another minute. The world has been waiting to experience you in all your glory. Don't forget that, please. And so it is.
And so it is.